Hey everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weeks have gone off to a great start, and hopefully you tuned in on yesterday's stream and enjoying the new like streak goal. As you can see down below, the Glitch Chaos Run, which is going to be all blind items, plus Glitch Crown, plus Chaos on the YouTube save file. I originally was going to do that for an entire week, but I thought that might get a little bit overboard, so we're just going to stick to one run for now, see how the reception is for that. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and hopefully I announced it yesterday. This is obviously recording before the stream happened, but thank you all very much, as well as for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Here's your artwork of the day, submitted here by Detective Radio 708. Title of the thread was my 12-year-old's pencil art, and then down further on in the thread, he also said, my 12-year-old son knows I've been watching Sinvicta daily for 6+ years and wanted to do pencil art for him. He recently had a couple of his videos of his arts go viral on TikTok, 5.1 million on one of them. Good Lord. Thank you, Sinvicta, for all the years of wonderful content. No, thank you, Detective Radio, for being a long-standing member of the Mosh Pit, as well as your son. As well. I can't believe that was done by a 12-year-old. So he also posted his son's TikTok, which is over at Ian Radio 3. So definitely go check out Ian. Thank you, Ian, very much. Hop on in. We got the Spear of Destiny and Curse of the Lost. 8 Mike 4 Tango Delta Tango November Zulu. Oh my gosh, this tears rate. 1.89 tears, 3.18 damage. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I mean, we've also got the Jar of Souls, and if you're wondering where those white wisps are coming from, that's them right there. So yeah, or Urn of Souls, whatever it's something of souls. Whatever it is not that great. You can use it, of course, to burn away enemies. It does deal, excuse me, a good amount of damage whenever you use it, so you can do this. But as you see, it gets blocked by, like, the dumbest things, and it's not like fire, as in, like, it can go, like, around or above things. Like, unless you have Spectral Tears, of course, it doesn't do any of that. But as a boss killer, I mean, you can use the Urn of Souls as a pretty dependable boss killer. It does block projectiles, which is kind of nice as well. But obviously, you have to fuel it with enemy souls, which means that unless you're operating at like a net positive of the amount of souls that you're getting, you're gonna run out pretty quickly. So thankfully, though, if you do use it against a boss, it does produce more souls depending on the level of like enemy that you're destroying. So yeah, so as you see here, it's good damage. I mean, like it's an interesting item for sure, and that's about the nicest thing I could say about it. It's not a bad item in any stretch of the imagination. It's just not. It's just kind of like, we can get a lot better, a lot more value with something else. Do not want Taurus. Our movement speeds. We just got done getting a movement speed. Right now, of course, the biggest thing that we've got to worry about is going to be our lack of damage and lack of tears rate. I'm gonna buy this bomb. I know that we have. We could have just simply bought the Soul Heart, but. This gives us a tears up. It does kill our movement speed a little bit, but we absolutely need the tears up. I was kind of just hoping for a Soul Heart there, but oh boy, here we go. A very poignant question of the episode from last week. No, we need tears, but I'm not that desperate for tears. If it were soy milk, then that we could be talking, but that's not soy milk. That's almond milk. Almond milk is decidedly, markedly worse than soy milk is, and I don't think anyone will argue with that. Anyway, the poignant question of the episode from last week's episode was simply, what do you think is the next like streak goal? What do you think it's going to be? And there was a lot of speculation about what it's going to be. Is it going to be another more reaction stuff? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? And the most upvoted comment came in from, I'm going to say Tusk Act 7, or sorry, Tusk Act X. And then they also have a, where I've lost it already. Oh yeah, 4300, there you go. Who said it... Who said face cam ? And yeah, that was just their comment. No, that's not the next like streak. The next most upvoted comment came in from Fletcher Westwood 1377. There's the sevens I was looking at. Who said 10 victory laps in one run. And I would love to do something like that, maybe on like the Twitch file, I guess. But it's a little. Here's the thing with victory laps and Isaac, for those of you who don't know, because there still seems to be some people, and I'm not insinuating that Fletcher necessarily is one of those people, but The thing with victory laps is that once you get past a certain point, it becomes impossible for you to win. The game takes away all items from you. It takes away all item rooms and like eventually pickups and spawns, and it's designed to make you lose. Victory lap. I mean, it's very Isaac-esque. I'm actually going to drop the cancer item. Will this give us a tears rate, or is this still going to give us range? I'm going to leave cancer here for a moment. I have a feeling that if we leave this room and come back, Consolation Prize might change, but we'll see. And Little Horn and money equals power. Do we want to go down to 1 HP for that? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to either. And yeah, it still give us range up. Okay. I thought maybe I could game the system by dropping the cancer item, but not work out that way. We did get a key, so we could theoretically go into the curse room or the shop. Having the golden cancer trinket is huge. I think I'm just going to save it. We'll save it for the next floor. By it, I mean the key, not the cancer trinket. But yeah, so going back to the victory lap thing, you know, I would love to do like as many victory laps as possible. If you recall, that was one of like the special videos I did early on in, I think it may have been Rebirth, where I was going to go for 100 victory laps. And that's when we quickly realized that that's not possible, because the game is literally made to make sure that that can't happen. So unless we got like a mod or something that, excuse me, that removed the victory lap mechanic to where it wasn't so punishing, I don't think that that would be a fun. And even then, people be like, "Oh, this is modded. What's the point of that?" So yeah, I would love to do something like that. Maybe as a challenge, we could do that on the Twitch save file. But it honestly, if you've never tried more than 3 victory laps at once, it really does become impossible. Mainly. And something else that like some people may be forgetting, you also turn into the Lost after I think 4 victory laps. You just turn into the Lost with no Holy Mantle. So yeah, like I said, the game is rigged to beat you. We'll take a risk here, and it was not worth it. You have to be careful with the Jar of Souls too, because it does propel you a little bit, which is kind of annoying. That's another reason why I don't really like this item. I don't like being forced to go into a certain direction. Yeah, we could blow up this. I actually should have put that bomb up here. We could have explored the possibility of there being a secret room, although we do get a dime, which is good. As you see right there, it's a perfect example of what's wrong with the Spear of Destiny. Where the spear's tip is, it does not represent where the hitbox is. So you would think that, like, you know, the Spear of Destiny is like, oh, it's just one big mom's knife. No, it's not. Which it was, but it's not. One last chance to get a key here, or not. Okay. Yeah, I thought for sure the secret room would be there. That's actually really surprising. 26 cents. We definitely want to try to get in there, but that's where gambling with that those golden chests definitely hurt us. I'm gonna use the 2 of clubs right now because it gives us 2 bombs. I knew that the super secret room was there, although we don't get anything for it. Wow, I cannot believe the secret room is not there. That is truly surprising. It should be right there. So that means that there must be another more obvious spot, the secret room, to have spawned, because that's where it's supposed to be. Where it is from here, I don't know. We don't know about that shot there. We do get a Yave, so let me look at this wall here. I mean, I guess it could be here, but I'd still be surprised. Oh yeah, Oh, wow. That would take Sausage for show. Sausage, one of the few true all stats up in the game. I say true all stats because it does give you an all stats up, including tiers. So very rare for an all stats item to do that, but we'll definitely take Sausage. And last but not least, the third most upvoted comment from the thread came in from, I'm going to say Mellow, Mellow3995, who simply said, co-op Isaac stream would be flippin' sick. Actually, that might not be possible yet now I think about it. Yeah, and that's something that like I've thought about with whenever the official Isaac co-op comes out. You know, doing like a members only, like a YouTube members only thing where I would play with members of the Mosh Pit. You know, maybe even join Discord. It'd be lots of fun. Obviously, you'd have to be a member, a YouTube member, to do so, but that means that you have access to the Discord. So something like that could be kind of cool. I don't know about that being a like streak goal, but you know, just having those streams on demand, you know, every now and then would be kind of neat. And I am going to take both Rotten Baby and Lord of the Pit here, so we're going to get some more movement speed, get some flying. Let's go back and get this bomb and coin now that we can afford to. Another bomb over here. They're trying to hide a bomb over here. We'll head on down. So very productive floor here. And going about the new like streak goal on the videos now, you know, I thought about doing it like for an entire week. As wacky, kooky, crazy that would be, I do think that not only myself but other people would probably get tired of it after like day 2. So I think having it as a one-time thing for now is probably best. But if the Mosh Pit, if they respond, if you all respond to it very positively, then who knows? We might be able to do a theme week around it. It has been a little while since we've done a themed week, so I'm definitely down for the idea. But maybe not Blind Chaos and Glitch Crown in 1 week. That's a little, for an entire week, that's a little bit wonky. Or maybe, I don't know. Again, the Mosh Pit, you guys and gals drive the content here. You know, you basically, you've heard about voting with your wallets. Well, you all vote with your thumbs, with your thumbs ups. You know, it's a very good piece of data knowing what people want and what people don't want when it comes to content. I'm going to use the Jar of Souls here just to burn away any of the ads and also their retaliatory strikes. And what I do hate is the fact... Fine. What I do hate about the Jar of Souls is that it can be blocked by just simple rocks getting in the way, so... You know, it's not like, say, Conquest Pony, for example, or even Crack the Sky, where it's not going to get impeded by environmental factors. It's just going to do what it's supposed to do. That's what we want out of an active item. That's what you're here for. The secret room gives us a whole lot of nothing, as well as the shop. Dark Prince's Crown, which is actually going to give us some stuff here. By the way, if you don't know what just happened in that room, we hit the barrel with the spear. And Curse of the XL. Well, apparently Isaac wants to check out early today. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Right now, to be quite honest, I don't particularly trust this run quite yet. Yeah, we did get a Tears up and an All Stats up thanks to the Cancer Trinket and Sausage, but we don't have a lot of HP right now. Like, we spent a lot of HP to get Rotten Baby and get Lord of the Pit, but we don't really have a whole lot to show for it in terms of killing power. We need to get more damage here. And even though, obviously, like, we have 6.97 tiers, remember, that's being augmented right now by Dark Prince's Crown. not our true stats are much lower. Worth taking. Now, if you factor in the amount of damage that we can deal with the excuse me, with the urn, then you've got a you know, we have solid damage there for sure, but it's not a trustable amount of damage in my opinion. I'm gonna buy the Bible just to give us the free mom kill, and we'll just put some money back here. Good donations lately. Oh my gosh, wow. And it's still going. Gonna stop in 400? No, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Hey, man. See you up there. And this is the wrong way. All right. Look at that. Look at that long hallway to nowhere. Truly spectacular. We could take Mom's tattoo for maybe a boss trap room, but we don't see one right now. Even then, I'm kind of scared. I'm a little bit scared to see what this run would look like without the golden cancer trinket. But we got to be careful here. Like, we are not well off. Like, even the mom fight could potentially be dangerous. Forgot his Curse of the XL. Okay, Blood Bombs is acceptable. You know, it does deal good amounts of damage to stuff. And obviously gives us an HP upgrade, which is something we truly need. There's the northeast and southeast measures of the map, everybody. Now let's go over and check out the other direction, shall we? Okay. See, we're playing hokey pokey here with some hitboxes, are we? Isaac stick his big toe out too hard there, game. Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Because definitely we could use some spectral tears or something. And thank goodness we've got the firepower to deal with all these egglets, because man, this would be a big chore. Oh goody. Gonna be green champion bloat, the worst champion bloat, as he shot that shot off screen, by the way. This is kind of what I was talking about. Like, I don't trust this run at all. And like, you might hear that thinking like, oh, well, look, like, you're fine. No, we're not fine on this run. We are far from fine, I think, on this run. If you think that we're okay on this run right now, you're not seeing our true stats. And we're taking a lot of chip damage here and there, and some questionable damage, but it's all adding up. It doesn't matter how it's dealt. It just comes down to, we need to not take damage. And right now we're taking too much of it for me to feel okay. Now hopefully we get a damage upgrade here from our Devil Deal. As much as we need damage, I'm not there, and it's gonna be a Krampus fight. So also, I'm an idiot because like I totally forgot that we had the Bible. Okay, we do get Lump of Coal, which is great. I really don't trust what's going on here. We get the D-Sizzle Orb, man. Oh, Spoonbender with this Tears rate. I think you gotta go Spoonbender, right? The Spoonbender at least allows us to hold on to the Bible, which I will then forget to use against Mom's Heart. And, yeah. So as much as I love the D-Sizzle, I think that I'd rather would have Spoonbender with this high fire rate. Is just it's just too good not to have. We get a much needed 3rd HP upgrade here from the Eternal Heart. Spoonbender was great, don't get me wrong, but that last floor was a little, it was like a half nothing burger of a floor. You know, blood bombs are great, and getting a tears up and shot speed up is great as well. So is lump of coal, but we really needed something a little bit more concrete to help our DPS. And for that being an XL floor, you know, it really wasn't that great. But that being said, we are now set up beautifully to maybe get like a good amount of damage here, but lost our last soul heart, so obviously looking for a demon heart or black soul heart, or whatever you want to call them. And this is definitely going to be one of those runs where we just need to exercise our biggest strength right now, which is going to be our range and lump of coal. But the situation that we're sitting in right now is that even if we get a devil deal on this floor, we cannot take it unless... Gonna head on down here. And hopefully I don't forget to use the Bible against Mom's heart. And Curse of the Blind. All right. Well, if you wanted to kill our momentum and make sure we don't take a devil deal game, congrats, you've done it. What I'm saying when I said I didn't and still don't trust this run. Because, yeah, we're going to get through the Womb 2, maybe. At this point, I don't know. But Isaac is going to be... If we don't get significant amounts of HP here, Isaac is going to be a problem. Now, if we continue to spawn these evil eyes, though, especially with Spoonbender, like, we're going to be okay then. But obviously, we have no control over when they spawn or how often they spawn. It just comes down to luck. I think we can all agree we've seen some Victor Luck in action. It's not pretty. So we get a wild card, which, I mean, I guess wild card. Your detonator. Tier detonator is not, it's not terrible, but it's not what we want. The wild card is at least going to duplicate a pill, a card, our spacebar item, something like that. So ideally we would get like a Hierophant card or maybe even an Emperor card. And be able to use that twice, essentially. Of course, I'm not counting on it, but you never know. We just cannot. We cannot do it. Even with this Bone Heart, we cannot do this. I think we're going to just have to tough this out. And, yeah, let's go back and get that red heart so we can at least save our bone heart in case we do take some bad damage, because we've been doing that a lot lately. And maybe buy that one blind item in the claw machine. I mean, I guess we could take Tear Detonator now. Wow. Okay. And we get the D-Twanky. Hang on a second. Hang on a bloody second. Now, the D-Twanky changes some things. If we can get a bunch of pickups on the ground, your boy's looking... We're starting to look a little bit rosy here. Be super greedy, but he is going to drop a lot of stuff on the ground, potentially. Yeah. Roll that beautiful D20. Then what we can do is use a wild card. I got a soul heart. You know what? I'm 100% fine with that. The D20 directly led to us getting a soul heart, and that's what we needed to keep that bone heart safe and also to keep Isaac safe against Isaac. So, yeah, that's some big time plays right there, D20. That's some big time plays right there. Because now essentially what we can do is we can create items in the chest through various means of simply re-rolling pickups with the D20. So that's big. Now part of me wanted to wait to use the wild card till we had a little bit of a better opportunity there for profit, but I'm honestly fine with what just happened, especially with us getting another soul heart, and we've also got to a dead end. All right. But the D20 is absolutely massive. A lot better than the tier detonator in the Bible, I'll tell you what. We definitely want to start stocking up on keys here. Really no reason for me to get this close to anything, because the Spear of Destiny's damage is not phenomenal. If it actually extended past where the actual like sprite is for the spear, then it would definitely be worth it, but can't exercise that range. I mean, it's a freaking, it's supposed to be a spear. It's a dang lance. And it barely has a bigger range than Mom's knife, so yeah. Not the greatest, not my favorite. And I definitely now am fully down with our decision to take Spoonbender over the D6. The Priestess doesn't really do much for us. Now we're starting to get some trust built in this run. Now we're starting to see some real potential here. Now that we've gotten our HPs kind of sorted, I'm real excited to get to the chest here to see what we can get. What? What we can get with this D20. Okay. And what's nice about Spoonbender is that it does kind of extend our range, which therefore increases the damage that we have with charcoal or lump of coal. All right, D20, you know what we brought you here for. And another Curse of the Blind. Are you kidding me? Wow. That's Isaac just shutting us down. A Bloody Lust here. Anima Sola, that's gonna have to be the ultimate big time player over the D20. I'm sorry, D20. I shouldn't have said so much in the microphone because Isaac was hearing me, obviously. Hearing that we were excited about seeing our potential to use you, and then the game just does that, so. Binding of Isaac, everybody. The game that listens to your microphone. We are going to have to still exercise some extreme caution here because we're still killing it, but we didn't have the HP that we just had a moment ago. Taking out one of the Gertie Juniors is pretty important, although Balatar is going to slow her down a lot. The Gurglings are pretty much inconsequential in this room. Animasola, unfortunately, is kind of useless in this room. Well, I will say that Animasola definitely builds my confidence should we decide to go fight Delirium if we get a portal. Which we might. I mean, with the Polaroid, it's definitely possible, but obviously I wouldn't recommend fighting Delirium with this build if we get a portal. Let's see where we stand after Blue Baby. Because potentially there is some potential there for us to ball out of control if we get a lot more boss items. But that's if we don't accidentally run straight to Delirium. Okay. Rip Soul Heart. He lasted for less than one room. That's what I was trying to avoid, was Animasola grabbing the Eternal Fly instead of grabbing Blue Baby. There we go. So we don't end up getting a Delirium portal. Let's go see what... Let's go see if the D20 would have gotten us anything. I didn't mean to pick that up. See if this run would have been any smoother here. Oh, there. That's all you need to know about that. I'm gonna take the D20 here. Just gonna re-roll these coins, and then that'll be it for the episode. But overall, the run was definitely sketchy. We didn't really have a whole lot of items to take on this run. Anarchist Cookbook, yeah. All right, so the D20 would not have mattered anyway. But we still got the win here. Spear of Destiny start is a little bit rough, but with that Tears rate, I mean, we were bailed out by the golden cancer trinket. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, going to be a little bit shorter episodes this week as I'm trying to take some time off for the next couple of days here, so I'm kind of pre-recording these episodes. But I want to say thank you again very much for your patience and support, as well as hopefully you had a great start to your new week here. The question of the episode is going to be, what is your take on Spear of Destiny? Is there anything that can make it better? Do you think that the criticism is kind of overblown, it's actually not a bad item, or do you think it's definitely founded and grounded in reality? Post them in the comments down below. The top 3 comments will be read on next week's episode. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everybody. Hope you have a great Monday, and I will see you all on the next one. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some pages of mine like Newborn God and Mythwithy. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.